Nugget, and today I have acquired 2 additional SCP files. As always, all reading material can be found in the description. So, without further ado, let us begin with item number SCP-041. Classified as safe. Zero 4-1 is a male human suffering from irreversible damage to his central nervous system, which is believed to have been caused by an infection of a rare strain of bacterial meningitis. Although antibiotics were successful in clearing the infection, the membranes surrounding his brain and spinal cord had reacted to the infection by severing many neurons connecting the central nervous system to the rest of the body. 041 must rely on a respirator to sustain his breathing, a biventricular pacemaker to keep his heart beating, and a nasogastric tube to provide nutrition. Visually, 041 appears to be in a persistent vegetative state. However, observers in the presence of the object begin to realize that their thoughts, along with everyone else's, in about a 10-meter radius from the object, are broadcast in a semi-audible fashion. Aside from being the source, 041 is also capable of broadcasting his own thoughts to those present. Anyone forming an idea using words will have those thoughts unwillingly transmitted to others in this range as mind-audible speech, which cannot be recorded by any known equipment. Mind-audible speech may be heard using whatever voice a subject chooses to think with. Most typically, this is the subject's normal voice. Visual thoughts and images are broadcast as well, but are not received as readily. Images are most effectively transmitted when both the sender and receiver have their eyes closed. The sender concentrates on a single object without environment or background, and the receiver's mind is clear of conscious thoughts. Communication between subjects using visual images, particularly those not rooted in memory but imagination, is usually difficult. The sender typically has trouble conceiving a highly detailed mental object from a single to divulge any information about his abilities have been so far fruitless. The object is typically silent and normally will not respond to any direct attempts at communication. However, 041 appears to have a sense of humor as he interjects occasional comments into conversations of others. Only a single note has been recorded in this file of an event involving a researcher and the object. While a researcher was taking voice notes using a digital audio recorder, a fellow researcher was changing the television in 041's room. While the television was on a channel of static, disembodied voices could be heard filtered through the white noise. Attempts to record mined audible speech with the white noise generators and sound recording equipment have begun to yield modest results. Though most audio is garbled, and recorded sounds may or may not be voices, and are widely left toward individual interpretations. To conclude this brief file, we will now look at the special containment procedures. 041 is to be hospitalized at Bioresearch Area 12. Though not Keter class, should 041's abilities ever propagate beyond a reasonably containable area, the risk of SCP-sensitive information being broadcast to the public remains too great a risk and warrants area-level isolation away from the general populace. SCP personnel wanting to keep their thoughts private are advised to remain outside of a 15-meter radius from the object, beyond the designated red circle on the floor. It is beneficial to the mental health of 041 to have a sitter in the room who watches television and concentrates on its programming. This allows 041 to effectively watch television through the mind of someone else. The optimal sitter is a Class D personnel with below average intelligence, whose mind does not wander or have more than one train of thought at a time. Though not mind controlled, 041 has used its abilities to coerce sitters into watching programming that they themselves do not enjoy. 041's tastes vary between gore/slasher films and children's programming. With 041 now wrapped up, we will move on to the second file of this audio. Item number SCP-042. Its weight has dropped significantly since it has been in Foundation custody due to both atrophy from lack of physical activity and refusal to eat. The liquid nutrient diet forcibly administered keeps it alive, but it remains emaciated and weak. 042 exhibits two large bone protrusions from its back, linked to powerful musculature throughout its back. These bones end at 37 centimeters from the surface of its back, and they protrude from the skin at open, ragged wounds. To date, no healing has been observed of these wounds, though some clotting must be taking place for the object to have not bled out. The object exhibits a listless demeanor and has been unresponsive to any attempt by skilled handlers to incite activity. If allowed to do so, 042 will lay down on the ground, immobile, not moving to eat, drink, or relieve itself. Pain response conditioning has proved somewhat effective in getting 042 to rise so that it can be cleaned, but eventually it will attempt to lay back down, no matter the strength of the shock administered, even to the point of losing consciousness. Researchers are divided as to 042's level of intelligence. While some believe that it is simply an animal and no smarter than any other of its genus, others have come to believe that it may in fact be sapient. It has been shown to make eye contact with persons entering Paddock 12, most of whom describe its looks as pleading. 042 has been involved in accidents on multiple occasions where it has been injured on pieces of equipment or its enclosure, which those arguing for intelligence believe to have been intentionally caused by 042. On file is a single note regarding an incident involving 042. A request was submitted by Dr. B to transfer 042 to Bioresearch Area 4, which was approved by 05-5. Dr. B altered transportation documents to indicate that 042 was to be airlifted rather than transported by armed convoy. During transit, Dr. B overpowered the pilot of the transport aircraft and took the controls, plunging the craft into a steep dive. Passengers and cargo experienced nearly a minute of weightlessness before security personnel gained control of the aircraft and leveled off. As Dr. B was being bound and the plane landed, 042 broke free of containment and kicked two security personnel to death in the cargo area. Cargo bay security footage shows that after this point, 042 approached Dr. B and touched its muzzle to his face. Dr. B exhibited signs of euphoria, while contact was maintained, but when additional security personnel Despite 042's seeming disinclination to attempt escape at this point, security measures must still be maintained at all times. Previous attempts to maintain the health of the ground cover in Paddock 12 have failed to date. Despite regular watering, 042's presence leaves the ground parched wherever it treads. As it has not been determined what happens to added water, the program of watering has been discontinued as unnecessary and potentially hazardous to the local water table. Monitoring of local well levels and sampling of the area's water is to be carried out on a weekly basis. Personnel interacting with 042, including any handlers, medical personnel, feeders, and custodial staff, must submit a thorough search prior to entrance into Paddock 12. Any personnel attempting to smuggle a weapon or an object which can be used as a weapon is to be immediately terminated. Personnel are to undergo psychological screening once per week after interacting in any way with 042. Medical personnel examining the wounds on the object's back are to be closely monitored at all times, lest they attempt to euthanize 042. And with that, 2 additional files have been put to rest. While this audio may be short, I hope you still enjoyed. Please feel free to leave a like and feedback in the comments. And follow me on Twitter for video updates. I hope to see you all next time.